Hey guys! So I know I haven't made a video in such a long time, I just haven't had any ideas or any time for it. But I've got one for you guys today, which is going to be, as you can see by the title, my July recap and my August TBR. So for my first book, for my July recap, I read Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson, and I actually don't have the book right now because it was a library book and it obviously had to go back. But it was such a good book. It was about a road trip and these two people meeting and going on the road trip together, and they didn't really know each other, but it was really cute and I gave it five stars out of 5. It was just awesome. I definitely recommend it. My second book was I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella. I don't know where the book cover is right now, but this is just a book that I kind of picked up. I would read 20 pages, put it down, read 20 pages, put it down. Like, I just kept doing like that because it wasn't really that interesting, but it was alright. I ended up giving it 3 stars. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's definitely a more mature book for adults and not really teenagers, but whatever. And then my third book was also a library book. It was We'll Always Have Summer by Jenny Han. It was the third of the summer trilogy, and it was, what I found about this book, it was a lot of recap, I found. It wasn't as good as the first two, definitely, but I gave it 3 stars anyways because I really like that trilogy and the ending was just really good. My fourth book was a Canadian / beachy pick, Not Suitable for Family Viewing by Vicky Grant. It is set in Nova Scotia, which is one of the maritime provinces, and it's all about this girl who wants to get away from her mom, who she doesn't even know if her mom's life is real because she's a TV host, kind of like Oprah / Ellen, and she's really famous and everywhere, and she doesn't even have time for her daughter, and she finds this ring in her mom's chair along with a picture that was kind of hidden, and she wants to find out why. So it was marked with a Nova Scotia school on it, so she goes to find out about it, and it was a really good book. I gave it 4 stars, and I read it in like a day, so it was awesome. My fifth book was 10 Things We Did and Probably Shouldn't Have by Sarah Mlynowski. This is definitely a beachy read. It's really fun. She's also a Canadian author, so that was kind of a mix of the themes put together. This book was amazing. I read it in one night. I started it at like 8 o'clock and then woke up. I didn't go to sleep until like 3 o'clock in the morning because I could not put it down. Like, oh my god, it was so good. I gave this 5 stars. It was definitely worth it. It's just so funny, so good. The way it's written. Okay, so each chapter is one of the 10 things that they did and probably shouldn't do. So, for example, number 2, played I never. It says like moving in, and then it talks about that. And then in a few pages, it'll have a different topic that says like back to the game. And I just really like how it was written, so like each few pages would have a different kind of topic for that situation. It was so good. I definitely recommend it 100% to anybody who loves just YA novels in general. It's just so good. The next book I read was Keep Holding On by Suzanne Colasanti. If you've been checking in with the blog or on my Goodreads, you know that I love Suzanne Colasanti. She's definitely my favorite author. This is her 6th book. It is not as big as the others. It is just a little over 200 pages, so like 205 pages maybe. The topic was really hardcore. It was about bullying and like death in schools for bullying and not having enough money to eat and stuff like that. But I really liked it, actually. It was really good. She wrote on the topic really well. I love the cover page because if you read it, this boy right here, you know from his bag who he is and who she is by her Converse. And I just love how Suzanne Colasanti does her covers because you see how they relate to the book, actually. there was just one thing that I didn't like about this book, and it was how she referred to her mom as mother. Like, not my mom, she would say mother all the time, and it kind of annoyed me, but like the density of the theme in the book just kind of overpowered that, I guess. I don't know, it was really good. Definitely go check out Suzanne Colasanti if you haven't read any of her books. She's got on the back here, When It Happens, Take Me There, Waiting for You, Something Like Fate, and So Much Closer. My favorite is definitely When It Happens, which is the first book I read, and Waiting for You has my name as one of the main characters, so you should go check those out. And I ended up giving that one 5 stars as well. And then the final book I read this month was Along for the Ride by Sarah Dessen. I've only read one of Sarah Dessen's books before, and that was Just Listen, and it was pretty good, but it was very heavy. Like, it wasn't very fluffy like I thought it would be. It was the theme was very obvious, and it was good though. So I decided to try out another one, and I loved this book. It was actually really good. I loved the character of Auden. She was very strong, very, just, like, she stood up for herself, like, good things like that. And Eli's character, I really liked his as well. He never knew what was going to happen with him. This book is all about insomniacs, and Auden and Eli, they meet and they go out in the night and they do fun things like bowling, because Auden missed out on that stuff, and riding the bike, she never knew how to ride the bike, and Eli was like, he never got back on his bike after like an incident that happened. And yeah, so it was really good. It was a beachy read. I read it in like 2 days. It was really good. I didn't think I was gonna read any more books this month, but I did, and it was a good choice. So then, for my August TBR, I had some difficulties choosing these because I couldn't really find any that were movies right now. So I kind of cheated a little bit and picked that ones that are gonna be movies. So, City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Allison has read these and she loves them and she recommended them to me. And I've had this in my room for quite a while now because she keeps telling me to read it. So, I saw that it's going to be a movie in the future, so yeah, kind of cheated a little bit, but whatever. And then I picked Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. What's cool about this book is it was written for NaNoWriMo. If you don't know what that is, National Novel Writing Month in November. Mallory recommended this to me. She really liked it. So I'm going to go for it, see what it's like. And then I picked Matched by Ali Condi. I've wanted to read this for a while. It's been sitting by our stairs for like ever, and then it disappeared and I was like, oh no, I wanted to read it, but Allison just took it downstairs on her shelf. This is gonna be a movie made by Disney, so I'm gonna try this one out, see what it's like. Both of my sisters have read it and they both really liked it, so I'm gonna go for it as well, see what it's like. And then for my last one, I can't decide between Confessions of a Shopaholic by Sophie Kinsella. I've read multiple Sophie Kinsella books and I really like her writing. So I've been wanting to read this for a while, and now would be the perfect time because it's book to movie month. And I've seen the movie, but I can't really remember it because it was quite a while ago. But yeah, so either this one or Something Borrowed by Emily Giffen. I've watched this movie. I went to see it in theaters, and it was actually not that bad. So Allison told me the book isn't that great, but I don't know. I kind of want to read it to find out, because apparently it's not like the movie. So yeah, comment below for which one you think. If you've read them, if you like them, if you hated them, let me know so I can pick between them, because I can't by myself. And then for like a mini book haul, I can't really call it a book haul because there's 2 books, but I bought 2 books at Chapters and I haven't had time to read them and I really want to. So if I have time left over this month with all of these books that I've read, like if I read all of them, I've got Lipstick Apology by Jennifer Jabali. This looks really good. It says 4 little words written in lipstick. Me and Emily must say goodbye to everything she knows. It's about this girl whose parents get in a plane crash, and she finds a lipstick note from her mom saying, "Emily, please forgive me." And oh, sorry, that was my dog. She needs to find out what this means, and she needs to find somewhere to stay, and like all this stuff. And then I also picked up When You Were Mine by Rebecca Sayerly. This is kind of a retelling of Romeo and Juliet, only it's from Rosaline's point of view. So, yeah, it's saying that she knows that her and Romeo are meant to be together, or sorry, Rob, are destined to be together. But Juliet kind of gets in the way, I guess, and Mallory made me pick this up because she wants to read it as well. So, yeah, I'm going to try to read those 2 books as well. And that's pretty much everything for today. So let me know below what you're reading for the month of August, anything you think I should read or you recommend to any of us. Yeah, just let us know. Happy reading, guys.